Hello everyone, my name is Akal, instructor at Akalcom Network. Welcome to this graphic design class. I'm so excited to be teaching you how to design a logo. So the logo you see in this our panel is what we are going to design. So let's do the page setup. We're going to cancel this part and create our logo. We are doing the page setup. So come to create new. The one we are going to select a width of 1280. Make sure your units are in pixel, then also give it a height of 720. Make sure your resolution is at 300. We are going to use a white color, then the color mode we are going to use RGB key color mode. We have got different types of color modes, RGB and CMYK. So we're going to use RGB color mode. So create. The first thing we're going to do is now to add our ruler into our canvas. The rulers help you now to be so accurate when drawing your shapes. Okay, so zoom in. We're going to add another ruler. So let's bring another ruler here. We're going to pick our pen tool here. Click that point and join it with that point and make a shape. Make sure that the shape is uniform. Press your Alt key on your keyboard and click here. Join the point and make a circle, a curve that look like this one here. Then you're going to give it a color. Let's give it this color here or any other color. So we give it that color. Okay. After that, Control T to make some change. Wow, so nice. We're going to make a copy of this shape. So Control Alt, and after you Control Alt, Control T, let's turn this our shape like that, and make sure it is in a good position. Let's move it a little bit up like that. Then make a copy. Control J to make a copy. After that, we are going to flip it vertical. Control T. Then flip it horizontal and move it to that point there. Let's move it up a little bit. And also this one, let's move it. This other shape, Control T. After you've made those shapes, now we are going to remove our rulers. So just take your rulers back, meaning that we are done with the rulers. Control minus. After highlight them and Control T. Having done that, what we are going to do now is to merge these shapes. We are going to merge those shapes. So we're going to merge the shapes. After we merge the shapes, we are going now to rasterize the layers. And we've made it into one shape. So Control T. Now we are going to pick our rectangle tool. We will come here and pick our rectangle tool. Control plus, move it. Now we are going to draw the rectangle. And give it a color. I'm going to give it, let's give it red. Zoom it. After that, we are going to make several 3 copies of that rectangle we just made there. So press Alt key on the keyboard and move the shapes up. So we're going to move this one a little bit lower. Then control, highlight all of them. Use shift to highlight them. Control T. I'm going to extend those ends and move them a little bit down. So after that, now what we are going to do is now to rasterize these layers. We're going to rasterize those layers. After that, now what we do is apply the magic wand tool. So select one of the shapes. So select this shape, use magic wand tool to highlight it. Then we're going to delete that shape from the shape below it. So we select this shape. So before we delete it, already we rasterize this rectangle. So now we're just going to press this shape and delete. After that, Control D to deselect, then delete. We are going to delete this shape rectangle. We delete that shape. Also, we do the same to this other rectangle. Take your magic wand tool, select it, and mark that shape. Press delete key on your keyboard, Control D to deselect, then delete that rectangle. Also, we do the same to this other rectangle. Take your magic wand tool, select the shape, mark the shape below it, press the delete key on your keyboard and Control D to deselect, then delete that rectangle shape. So we are remaining with this shape you see here, Control T. Now this one. The next thing we are going to do now is to give it a text. We're going to write our text. So pick your text tool. Then we are going to use Century Gothic. Here, let's select the bold one. So now come and write your text. So we're going to write Adidas. Then Control T to transform our text. So Control T. We want to make it to match up with our logo. Make sure the text match up with the logo. Use Shift to extend these other parts. Make sure the corners are in line with the logo. So after that, we apply the same. We move it. Let's move it down a bit. Then apply the same color. Apply the same color with the one that the logo has. We're going to use a color of. We're going to pick this color. So that's how it looks. Now, after we design, make sure you rasterize this text. Rasterize also that text. Rasterize text type. Then we're going to merge all the layers. So we merge all the layers to make them one shape. So this is now the logo that we want to design. Now we're going to apply gradient. So come to blending options. Then we're going to pick a color gradient. Now when you make sure your style is at linear, you have got radial, angle, reflected, but make sure yours is at linear. Then the angle, you can give it the angle you want. Let's give it 90. So you just play with the angles. Let's give it 180. You see how it changes when you apply a different angle. Let's give it 100. It's just alternate like that, like the one you see. So let's just give it a 70 that we had. So I'm going to give you the color codes here. So the first color code here is 0FF. So copy this one and paste it on your color code there. Then in the middle we have got the color code. The color code here is 66FF00. Click OK. Then lastly at the end we have got a color code of yellow, which is F00. So that is it. Now, meaning that we have applied gradient to our logo. Now click OK. So after that, what we are going to do now is to apply the logo mockup to this our logo to make it look so bright. So we're going to open. We're going to select our mockup. I've got several mockup. So these mockups are free. You can just download them from your browser. So what we are going to do is double click on this space here of the logo. Now we are going to pick this our shape and move it on top of that our mockup. So Control T to transform and make it move to the center. After that, mark here, then unmark the background. On your keyboard, Control S, and let it load. It is updating the smart objects. After that, come here and see the shape that the logo that we just made. So this is how your logo should look like Adidas. So thank you for watching the video. Pause the video in the process, practice it up and see how you've improved. Have all the fun. So if you are still new to the channel, remember to subscribe so you can see such kind of videos. So bye bye for now.